How you doing, guys? BC90 here, back with the next video in my Poise Showcase Series, and today I'm doing a little bit of a homage here to one of my favourite builds from Dark Souls 1, the Giant Dad. Now obviously it's Dark Souls 3, so he's going to be a little bit different in this iteration of the series, but after all the changes to the poise mechanics in the 1.08 patch, and the most recent changes to the gems, specifically the elemental gems, you can really make a variation of the Giant Dad here in this game now, which is pretty awesome to use. Now going over to my status page here, guys, I'm at soul level 125 and I am using the Prisoner's Chain, so that's an extra 5 points in Vigor, Endurance and Vitality, and my Vigor here is at 38, Attunement's at 10, Endurance is at 30, Vitality is at 52, Strength is at 19, which is the minimum you need to wield the Zweihander, Dexterity is at 12, Intelligence is at 30, Faith is at 31, and Luck is at 7. Now going over to my equipment page, I am using the Chaos Zweihander plus 10, and it gets an A scaling in Intelligence and Faith, and with my current stats two-handed, it hits for a pretty respectable 664 AR. Now going back over here to my equipment page, I've also got a Blessed Lothric Longspear plus 9 here, a Pyromancer's Parting Flame plus 10, a Blessed Cestus plus 10 here, and another Blessed Cestus plus 10 in my other hand here. Now, why all these blessed items? Essentially because I have the Sun Princess ring and I'm a big fan of passive HP regen. So when I have the long spear on my back and the ring equipped, when they stack, I get about 4 to 5 passive HP regen per tick. And when I'm playing the neutral game and want even more HP regen, I'll switch out my Zweihander for this other Cestus here, and I get a total of 7 HP regen per tick. So this is pretty good, guys. I think it's quite handy, and it does help you in the trading game, especially as you're constantly regaining HP. It does help you jump back into hyper armor trading, as you're going to take hits while you're swinging. So it does help you to come out on top in that regard. Now the Pyromancer's Parting Flame here essentially is for Black Flame. So with 93 FP we can get 3 Black Flames here out before we have to use a Ashen Estus Flask. And that's still pretty good. I mean, we're not Pyromancers here, so we're not going to be chucking Black Flames all over the place. Essentially I'm just saving the Black Flame to surprise my opponents and set up some combos with the Zweihander as well. So in that regard, having 3 per flask, I guess, is pretty good. Now back over here to my equipment page, I've got a parrying tool here with the Cestus, and obviously it's blessed, so it does stack with the Sun Princess ring when I'm using it. And I'm wearing almost full Havels here with an Exile Mask, and already I've got 49.31 base poise. Remembering that when you're using an ultra great sword or a great axe, if you stay above 45.81, you can consecutively hyper armor trade against every two-handed R1 in the game, up to and including other ultra great swords, great axes, and curved great swords. Now, if you want to be able to consecutively hyper armor trade against great hammers or great hammer two-handed R1s, you do need to go up to 52 using an ultra. So that's where the long spear comes in, guys. We're not actually using the long spear here as a weapon, but we are opening with it on our back because it does actually give you some poise. So when I have it on my back here, you can see my poise has gone up to 56.92. So essentially now when I am fighting a great hammer, I can consecutively hyper armor trade against its two-handed R1s, which pretty much makes me unstaggerable here as long as I'm in active frames against every weapon class in the game. So I'm just pretty much mix and matching my long spear here with my other items, and I essentially can't be poise broken. Remembering you do need to stay in your active frames, guys, but we do have a unstaggerable Giant Dad here essentially, which is as close as we're going to get to Dark Souls 1. Now going back over here to my equipment page, I've also got the Chloranthy Ring plus 3, Prisoner's Chain, Sun Princess Ring, and the Havels Ring plus 3. Now the Prisoner's Chain, after its recent changes, it only has a 3 to 4% damage increase for the 15 free levels essentially, which is awesome in my opinion, guys. I really do think the Prisoner's Chain is now well worth it, especially in a build like this where you want to chuck in some points to Intelligence and Faith as well, or when you have a caster or something like that, or even a 66 strength build. The Prisoner's Chain is worth it in these situations because you can take out some points from Vigor, Endurance and Vitality and instead chuck them in these other stats, so it does help in that regard with these builds. But I do encourage you to give it a try now because it is quite good, and that 3 to 4% damage increase is negligible pretty much compared to what it can do. So yeah, I am using it for this variation here, guys, and it is quite good in my opinion. Now we're going to go straight into some matches here, guys, and see how we go. Alrighty, guys, here we go. not a great hammer, so let's switch over the long spear. He gave us a bow, but you know, we don't need to bow. We're just going to do one gesture at the very end of the match. Nope. See you later. Alrighty guys, straight on to the next match. And it looks like it's not a great hammer, so let's switch over that long spear. And again guys, the reason I'm using the long spear for the extra poise here is so we don't have to ring swap for the wolf ring. So yeah, that actually means we can keep our ring static, which is a lot more effective. Now we just got to remember we have to time everything in active frames, as you know, if we get hit in the startup or recovery frames, we will still get staggered. So we need to really get our timing top notch here, guys. Alrighty guys, straight on to the next match. Okay, we got a sorcerer. It looks like that guy just gave up. Alrighty guys, next match. Looks like it's a great hammer. So let's switch over here to our long spear on our back here. Looks like we got a Smo cosplay. Boom. So as you can see there guys, we didn't get poise broken at all by it, but I wasn't too sure that we could actually survive the end, because as my opponent is wearing heavier armor himself, he'll obviously have enough poise to contend us also. So we have to play the neutral game here to get a bit of HP regen back, and that way next time we approach the trading game we'll be able to finish him off. We'll switch over here. Now we've got another Blessed Sasters here guys, and essentially, whoop, it's really helping us get some HP regen here guys, as you can see there at the top of my screen. Whoop, whoop, and now we'll switch back here to our Zweihander. Boom! And there we go. Game over. Alrighty guys, what have we got next here? Looks like it's a halberd. Is that the split leaf or the Black Knight glaive? Can't really tell. Excellent trade. Oh no, it's a split leaf. Too slow. Whoop. Switched over to the frayed blade. Excellent. Bang! Alrighty guys, next match. Another katana user. Another frayed blade user actually. Tried to get off a black flame there, which was really shitty timing on my part. Whoop! And yep, we don't get poise broken by that weapon art. Just gotta watch out here for these R1 pokes. Boom! Close game here. Gonna try and finish us off there with the frayed blade weapon art. Gonna try and launch that attack again. Alright, he's switched over to the Freed's Great Scythe. Alright, come on. And we can safely hyper armor trade against that Great Scythe. No dramas. Alrighty guys, here we go, next match. Looks like it's the Dragon Slayer's Great Axe. Gotta watch out for the weapon art on that bad boy. Okay, switched over to the Millwood Battle Axe. Boom! Black Flame for the win! Alrighty guys, let's see what we have next here. Looks like a Faith build, or Faith Katana build maybe. Gonna go for those running R1s. Gotcha there. Excellent roll catch. God, I love the Zweihander, guys. Come on. He's thinking he can use that parrying attack on the Zweihander. It doesn't work that way, mate. Alrighty, guys. Straight on to the next match here. Not sure what this guy's trying to do here. Okay, switched over to the follower's javelin. Boom! Alrighty guys, next match. Whoa, almost ran into that there. Bang! Gotta love Poise, guys. As long as you're in active frames, guys, it is absolutely monstrous. Whoop! Gotta be careful there, got a bit cocky. Bang! Game over. Alrighty, here we go. What do we got next here? Looks like it's the Saints Bident. I was severely mistaken. It's the Rig Knight Spear. Saints Bident. What the hell was I talking about? Boom! Backstab. Alrighty guys, straight on to the next match. Doesn't look like it's a great hammer, so we can get rid of the long spear here for this fight. And it looks like it's the Drang Twin Spears. Oh, nice. Gotta be careful with its range here, guys. Whoop. Boom. Bang. Game over. Alrighty guys, next match. Big mistake going for that rebuff. got in just before our attack there. Bang! Alrighty guys, let's see if we can go for one last match here today. Game over. Alrighty guys, so that brings us to the end of this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed my variation of the Giant Dad here in Dark Souls 3. It was a lot of fun to make guys, and obviously a lot of fun to use. So you know, as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you're enjoying my content, please subscribe. And as always guys, thank you for watching.